Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be explaining why Funko lost the master license to Five Nights at Freddy's. We got the news that Funko have lost the master license back in May 2024. We got it announced that they have now not got the license and Jazwares has now got the master license. But this does mean Funko can still make stuff. For anyone confused, Funko can still make stuff. We've seen that happen. They can still make stuff, but just not like action figures and stuff. That's going to be to Jazwares because Jazwares now have the master license. So Funko are only going to be making like pops and other stuff. I mentioned it on my previous video if you want to go and check that out. But anyway, that was the introduction. Now let's get on to thinking of why they actually lost the master license. So it all started in 2016 when Funko had a really good run for their Fnaf stuff. They did tons of like really good products. Now there's some things that people don't really like the My Emotion stuff, but it all has its special charm to it. We can all agree it was all good. Then we got the second wave of like the glow in the dark minis. People say they're crap, but I personally like them because they're nostalgic to me and they do look pretty cool, to be honest. And obviously we got the Fnaf 4 wave, and it went pretty good until suddenly the blacklight wave, which I don't mind. It's not the worst, but we didn't need it, but it's a good wave. And then after that it's just been a bit wonky. After like Pizza Sim and stuff, it's just been a bit of a downhill for Funko. I mean, the best thing that we've got since is like 10th anniversary and Ruin and Curse of Dreadbear stuff since then, really. We just got tons of Fnaf AR slop and recolors and balloon circus junk that no one likes, so it really went downhill. And even with all these recolors and glow-in-the-darks and just like random stuff that they was pulling out, we're still missing characters like the Phantoms, the toy animatronics, some of the Nightmares and the Withers. The Withers were highly demanded from Funko, and even more characters, but Funko just refused to do them. We have no idea why they did. It's a very stupid business idea, to be honest, but they just ignored us. So I think that's one big reason why they lost the master license, because they just was not listening to what the fans want. Instead of getting withered action figures and stuff like that, we just got like tie-dye action figures and balloon circus stupid stuff. So that is definitely one reason why we lost why they lost the master license to Five Nights at Freddy's. And also for years they've kept saying we're gonna do the withers, but it's almost been 10 years now and they've not done the withers, but they're finally doing pops, but they can't do action figures anymore, which was what people mainly wanted. But at least Jazwares is giving them, but it's a shame that we didn't get some Funko ones, but at least Jazwares are doing them. Jazwares is probably going to be a lot better. I mean, they look way better than what Funko did, in my opinion. I think this reason was actually also confirmed by Striker Entertainment, which is the company that deals with all the licensing for Five Nights at Freddy's. I think they actually said why they dropped the master license from Funko is because Funko just wasn't listening at all. And you know, Jazwares, they chose a good company there, because Jazwares is listening to everyone. They're listening to fan feedback about all the merch, listening to what characters they want, they're listening to everything. So merch coming from Jazwares is most likely going to be perfect from customer feedback about it. You know, what we want it to look like. With Funko, they just didn't ask us and they just ignored us, and we just got random slop that no one really wanted. They kind of just brainwashed us into buying it when we didn't actually want to buy it, but we just had to because of collection purposes. It's also very important to notice that ever since Funko actually lost the master license, the merch has been way better. I know the withered pops aren't they're not the best. They don't look like peak, but they still look cool, and they're still doing the withers, which we wanted. But they've actually been listening to us kind of since. I mean, we've got some pretty weird stuff since. We've got more like of the Jumbo Snap plushies and stuff, and we've got we're getting a zombie Freddy pop coming in summer or something. It's just Freddy but with green splashes on him. And then we've got that little bitty pop blacklight Freddy thing that no one wants. So I don't know why that happened, but ever since they have been doing some good stuff, like the Mangle Pop, the Withered Pops. They've done the 10th anniversary line, which was really, really good, and also, you know, the Ruin merch that looked really, really good. But yeah, they just peaked after losing the master license. So it makes me wonder what would have happened if they still had the master license. I think most likely we would have just got random stupid merch, and we probably would have never got the withered action figures and stuff. So I think that's what would have happened if they still had the master license to Fnaf. I do think it's really weird how they changed, because I was watching a video the other day about Funko being interviewed in 2016 at the toy fair when they were showing all their Fnaf stuff. They seemed really into it, and really into the line, and really into Five Nights at Freddy's. And then suddenly just a few years after, it just collapsed. The whole license just went downhill. They started producing random slop that no one wanted. It was all just bad when hardly anything was peak. It was like an absolute desert for so long of Fnaf merch. I generally don't know why it happened. I don't know why they had a change of heart in that. It's a very stupid business idea, like I said earlier. Yeah, I'm just glad to say that they have lost the master license. I mean, I will always miss their action figures and plushies because they're nostalgic, but I think most people are very skeptical about Jazwares right now. But Jazwares is definitely a better master license for Fnaf than Funko, because Funko just dropped. They just didn't release that much peak after a while. But Jazwares are basically always going to be doing peak. They're not going to do a single recolor, I don't think, unless it's like a character like Golden Freddy or whatever. So yeah, I think the reason not listening to the fans is generally just Funko's massive weak spot, and the reason why they lost the master license to Five Nights at Freddy's. I generally can't think of another reason why. I think that's generally just the reason why they lost the master license to Five Nights at Freddy's, because they just did not listen to anyone at all. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.